Oh.
Excuse me. Let me check myself. Okay. My apologies. Do you mind if I look at this so I can see? Okay.
So you can get your nose.
Okay, so I can get my nose because Ryan don't need no nose. Okay. My apologies. Let's do this. All right, Ryan, go ahead.
Okay, so when she first arrived to Lagos, I'm saying this right,
Ryonudo.
She came to come pick her up from the airport and stuff, and Ifemilu, she felt kind of overwhelmed by the noise and the bustle going on and all around, and Randy Udo started teasing her about how she's an Americana. Well, she's an Americana, so to speak, but she's not really because she doesn't really have an English accent. So a lot of things were being teased around, going around, and stuff like that. Randy Udo just came from a wedding, and when she came to pick her up and stuff, she still had on her bride's dress and all that other stuff. So then the topic of marriage started coming up about relationships and stuff. So Randy Udo been in a 2-year relationship with Don, I believe, an executive, and when the highlighted portion where it said the girl never understand the first rule of life in this Lagos. Ironic because in America she really didn't understand the lifestyle there either. So I feel like wow, that is so ironic because now you don't understand this. And then when she said you do not want to marry the man you love, you marry the man who you can best maintain you. So I just immediately thought about how Ifemilu and all her relationships with Kurt and Blaine, and how she found something that make her maintain her. And I feel, so to speak, for example, Blaine and her didn't really have nothing in common. Their relationship was just dumb, I just think. And I just think the election was the only thing that brought them together. So I feel like that was the only thing they had in common. So I feel like, wow, you're a professor, and you just think, and you as a professor, I just think you should have the knowledge to say, hey, this is not healthy for me. All this girl and I have is a similarity in politics, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And with Kurt, Kurt was a good guy, but they just argue all the time, and I just felt like, wow, that just she felt like that was a good man, because I feel like more is the sex, to be honest. Yeah, so I feel like more of that. And with Obenze, she in the story, she found herself because she really didn't have an identity throughout the story. She's been looking for herself throughout other men, all these relationships she been going into. And with Obenze, she ceiling, that was the only person that made her feel like, hey, I need to give you a nickname for this relationship we've been going through. And I feel like that was so significant. And when she when Renata said amen, and she started laughing because she in a relationship with her 2-year relationship, but she wants to get married. She wants a husband potential. So in a way, she doesn't feel like she's still committed to him, because when she says when will it be my turn, Father Lord, she's like, man, I just want to get married so bad. All these bridesmaid dress, and then Ifemilu starts talking about how she's going to attend her wedding and help out with the planning and all that other stuff. And she was saying thank you, but I think when Ifemilu said thank you, but I think Blaine would prefer the government-free event. I was like, wow, are you serious? Here we go with politics again. That's the only thing y'all have in common. Why y'all can't speak about something else going on in society? Why y'all can't? Furthermore, why y'all can't think about where y'all going to go further with y'all relationships? Okay, all they talk about was politics, and they started laughing. That's not really a joking matter to me. I think, so to speak, this is more serious, and where this is a relationship involved, and then you want to complain about how you need a man, you need a good man, and all this other stuff, but you're so blind to see hey, this is unhealthy, so to speak. So when I think about how I really think because she acted that way is because she didn't have, and she was trying to find it. She was trying to fight it. And not just relationships she had with men, but relationships she had with Auntie Uju, with Dyke, and all these other people. Because, for example, her and her mom did not have a good relationship. whenever she had a problem, she usually go to Auntie Uju. Like when her Blaine had to fall off, she went to Auntie Uju and started sabotaging her body by eating ice cream and stuff like that. But when I think about that, I'm thinking about how you basically saying you want to get married, but you don't know the fundamentals to being married, so to speak. So that leads to divorce, that leads to confusion, and then you wonder why. Hey, like this is crazy. Like, why can't I get a man? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? But it took you to the end of the story to realize that Obenze was the best man, was the man for you because he has all those fundamentals. His mother loves you. His mother is intelligent. His mother is intelligent. She's a professor. So I was thinking like, wow, that's crazy, so to speak.
So, talk to me about the idea of marriage because you talked a lot about relationships in your commentary. So, what kind of, given what you know about Adichie, what are some of the ideas that she kind of upholds about the institution of marriage both in Nigeria and in the United States?
So, when I think about marriage in Nigeria, I'm thinking it is more forced upon than like relationship wise. Okay, because in this time, it was a time where general dictatorship in this era, so people were trying to get out of Nigeria. That's why people. That's one of the main reasons why Ifemelu moved to America. So I feel like in America, it's like more. If I feel like just a little attracted to you, like we go get married, we go have this, we go have that. But in Nigeria, I feel like it's more deeper. It's like for example, her and Obenze, they knew each other for a long time. In high school, they just had this cool relationship, but they got suddenly separated when she went to America. He went to England. So I feel like marriage in Nigeria is more strong, and there's more requirements to them. Well, they're in both. There's more requirements, but I think the people in Nigeria care more to meet those requirements than people in America who don't, because they don't. They just say, "Wait, I got this little attraction." Basically, what they saying is like, "Hey, I have feelings, but I don't know what to do after that. I don't know if they're true feelings. I don't know if they're strong feelings." And like when I think about marriage, it's like, is it real? Because I don't know the fundamentals to marriage. And I feel like people in Nigeria do know the fundamentals. But like in America, people may know the fundamentals to being married, but they don't know how to achieve it, so to speak. So I just think like that was a good way to like put it together.
Okay. So do you agree with her assessment?
I do agree. Just being as a African American in America, just so to speak, like it's crazy how I see people I know and how they get married so quick. And they get a divorce like a month later, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. So I really like the book because it speaks on like true things that people go through. For example, how Ifemelu doesn't really know the culture, and like how she, for example, when she didn't know if fat was a good word or a bad word, she was like, I'm gonna just take this out of my dictionary because I feel like this is just broad and it's just the worst thing in the world. Also, like, I do agree because I feel like her just the way she went about it, instead of just saying keeping it in America, she went to Nigeria and explained both. I feel like that was very like significant to how people feel about Nigeria and how people feel about America. Like Obenze, he loved America. Ifemelu, she didn't. It took her a little longer to adapt to America, but when she did, it was like piece of pie, like easy.
All right, Ryan. Thank you.
You're welcome.